Today's project is going to be building a sign for my wife for her classroom, and it's going to be a faux neon sign. Basically, it'll just be a sign that's backlit to look like a neon sign. And this is basically what I got the computer ready to go. I'm gonna go out and cut it, and let's get started on it. Well, we're gonna let that dry for the night. Sorry about that. Gonna let that dry for the night, and we'll pull the clamps off tomorrow, do some sanding around the edges, try to seal them up real nice so they're smooth, you can't see the seam, and we will do some lights in the back. So until tomorrow. So before I paint, I thought I would use a little sanding sealer just to seal this edge up. It's MDF, so the edges do soak up a lot of paint and they can kind of look textured. This will kind of help. I don't know if you can see the line on the middle. That's gonna be kind of smooth because that's where the glue was. This will kind of help make the rest of it look smooth when the paint's on. So we're gonna do that next, and that's just brushes on before we do the paint. So we're gonna do that now, and then we'll do paint next. All right, we'll let that dry. We'll do a light sanding there when we're done, and we'll paint next. Okay, getting ready to paint. Going to be using acrylic paint on this project. My wife wanted pure gold is the color, just a kind of a metallic acrylic paint. Gonna be brushing that on with a normal paintbrush, something like this. Probably gonna be using this one most of the time. And I'm gonna try to leave the inside of the actual letters, just the wood, just because it's a pain in the butt to paint inside of them. I did it on that last sign and it took forever, and it really didn't make much difference, honestly. So I'm gonna be using a technique on this, pretty simple technique, just brushing to the edge with the paintbrush so I don't get it on the inside of the letters. And we'll do the sides too, and we'll go from there. Okay, we got it all painted and we're gonna do the transparencies on the back now for the color diffusion, and I'll show you that now. Okay, you can see it's all painted, the gold. So now we're just gonna flip it over. So I have these color diffusers used for stage lighting. My wife found them on Amazon, $10 or $12 for a pack. So you can see they're just transparent plastic, and she wanted each letter a different color, so we're just gonna cut them to fit over each letter. I'm gonna use a little hot glue to hold them in. So I'll kind of show you what I'm doing on the first one here. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. I have a plastic or a paper cutter I'm gonna use to cut. Like so. So I will glue that down with a little bit of hot glue. You can see it's gonna give it the red color from the back. And I'll just cut the rest of them real quick. Okay, I got them all glued down, so when they shine from the back, they will shine through with the different colors. I don't know if it's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but it's more noticeable in person. We will get to the lights next, which are just going to be LEDs around the border, and we'll get to that now. Okay, so here's the LEDs I'm going to use. I bought these on Amazon. I think it was $12 or $13. I want to say there's 15 feet here. It won't need that much, obviously, but it comes with just an LED strip. Has a plug-in and a switch to switch them off and on. The plug-in is here, so you can plug them together. You can connect the lights to the actual switch. I'm gonna go ahead and just test them real quick to make sure they work. And yes, they do. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let me see if I can get the camera here a little bit closer. So here's what we're gonna do. So like I showed before out in the garage, I cut this channel in here basically so I can insert my cord from my LED lights. So they're gonna set like this. They'll set flush in this channel. I'll put some hot glue or some epoxy in there to hold this so it can't be pulled out. And then these LED lights have they're self-adhesive, and I will link these in the description. I got them on Amazon. Just peel the strip off and then they'll stick to the edge here. I will be doing hot glue every once in a while just to make sure they don't fall off. I don't trust the adhesive just against the wood. I don't think it's gonna stick real great. I am gonna do 2 layers, so I'm gonna go around as close as I can to the top border here. Then I'll go another round right below so I can get 2 layers of LEDs. And these LEDs do have a cut strip every 2 inches. So when I get to the end, I can cut on this line. You can see there's a little scissors there to show you can cut. And that way you don't have a bunch wadded up in here that you're not using. So we'll get to that next here. Okay, so you can see we've got our hot glue here holding our cord in. That's very tight and secure. I got this stuck down a little bit here. So I haven't put my hot glue on it yet, but it's sticking decent so far. So I just went around, you can kind of tell I just went around the top first. And sorry, I'm gonna back up a little bit. And then around. And then here at the end, you can see on the cut strip right there, cut it with the scissors to terminate the end of the LEDs. And now all it's left to do is just test it. Let me see. There we go, you can see nice and bright. This is against the wall. The light will be pushed back through the front of the sign. I'll probably end up putting something on the back of it. So I will try to get a picture here, some video of it hung on the wall here shortly when it gets a little darker. And here, let me go ahead and turn it around too so we can see it from the front. You can see from the front lit up, and this is obviously not against the wall. I think it'd be brighter against the wall, and just has that faux neon sign look. I'll get some better video here shortly. Okay, so here's the finished sign. Going to take the lights down a little bit here so you can kind of see a little better what it looks like. And the video does not do it justice still. The lights turned out really good. They're nice and vivid, very easy to read. I'll bring us in a little closer here. You can see the gold turned out really good. I was kind of skeptical about that with her color choice, but it turned out looking really nice. You can see here, and I'll show you on the back what I ended up doing. Just ended up going with some white poster board at my wife's recommendation, and it worked out pretty well. You can see that it does shine through though a little bit. I will be doing another layer of that probably over the top of what's there, just so it doesn't shine on the wall behind it, but it did turn out really nice. I will be doing mounting points here and here just so she can hang it on the wall. But other than that, this job is done. I probably will be doing another couple more signs similar to this in the future. I've had some other requests for them. So this is the last one I'd made for our living room. So probably be doing some more videos like that in the future with the sign making. It's something kind of been doing lately that's fun. And just some other projects too around the house. We're gonna do some remodeling of my son's bedroom here shortly, so we'll be having that video as well. So please like and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.